guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, I'm Chantal. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I cover my acne scarring with makeup without looking super cakey. So if you're interested in seeing how I do this, then please keep watching. First things first is a coffee, of course. I wish the whole world could taste how I make my coffee. Today is a beautiful day. It is 22 degrees and sunny outside, and I just woke up and thought, I'm gonna make a YouTube video, even though I have to leave for work in about 40 minutes and I have food in the oven and I haven't had breakfast yet. But we're doing this because regardless, I'd have to do my makeup, right? So it doesn't hurt to just do it with you guys. So as you can see, I have pretty severe acne scarring. You've seen it in past videos where I've, done my makeup routine and you've seen my natural skin. Let me just zoom in a bit. Ooh. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. But something that I've really learned over the past few weeks actually is how to cover it up without looking overly cakey. I recently went to Barcelona, and looking back at all the videos and pictures, my makeup didn't match my skin, not only because I got super tanned, but also because I was just packing on so much of the makeup that I just looked like one big cake ball, and it was horrible, and I hate every single picture that I took. So I started experimenting with my makeup more, and I've kind of figured it out a bit. This works for me, and I just wanted to share it with you guys if anyone has the same issues as I do. So right now my skin is more on the flat side. My acne girlies, you know what that means. It means I don't have any I don't have too many breakouts everywhere, so my skin isn't raised. So I've already started off by putting a face oil, and I'll show you guys what I use. I use the Biossance Squalene Vitamin C Rose Oil. Just to show you guys that up close. How do people do this? I'm also going to be using the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, adaptogens, and coconut water. So this basically just really dries out your skin. So I'm putting in oil, but then I'm drying my skin. It's kind of like my scientific method. So the oil makes my skin moisturized for now, but then as time goes on and this soaks into my skin, it will draw some of the oil out. Just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. I am going to quickly go and do my brows. I'm gonna put my lashes on. I'll show you which lashes I'm using because I've been so obsessed with them. I'm using the Ardell Double Up. So they just come in little threes. And what I do is I take my glue and I stick them underneath my lash. So I'm gonna do my lashes, my eye makeup, if I'm doing my brows, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. So I've done my eyebrows, my eye makeup, just use those same lashes, some brown shadow. For my eyebrows, I just use the Essence Cosmetics pencils, and then eyeliner is Kylie Cosmetics Kyliner. Now for the main reason why you came here, skin. So I was just looking, and my skin is pretty raised around this area, so let's see how it turns out. But again, the whole main point of this video is to cover up the acne scarring, so I'm going to show you step by step what I do. I'm going to be rummaging through my makeup bag because I was not planning on a video today, so I have to go through and literally take out every product. So I'm going to start off by using my concealer. I use the Creaseless Concealer by Tarte, and we all know that when you have acne scarring, you have a couple that are spots that are worse than others that just show up and won't disappear no matter how many layers of foundation you put on. So I'm going to be using it just on those spots, so basically this whole area. And then there's one right here. I don't know why, but it's always there. And then the same thing with right here. Right here, it's very difficult to cover up. I think because I layer so much product in these areas down here. And then of course, just my normal concealer. For regular concealer, I'm just going to use my finger and blend it in. And I don't use any primers or anything because I find primers make me break out a bit. and they make my makeup break and they make me a little bit oilier, and I'm already super oily, so. And yes, I know this concealer is extremely bright. I'm that girl, stuck in the early 2000s. And we have a little natural contour going on there. So after I do the concealer, and it's kind of just been sitting there for a while, I'm going to take, and this is my formula that I've kind of created myself, the MAC Studio Fix Tech Cream to Powder Foundation in the color NC44. So I'm just going to use a brush and take that and place it over anywhere where I placed the concealer. My acne first started when I was maybe 21, and I used to use the MAC cream concealer as a foundation. And I think that could have, like, I always wonder if it's the MAC makeup that kind of made me start breaking out. And I also was using Clinique, and I used to wonder if that was it too, and so I've always stayed away from these two products. Now I'm finally using MAC again, and I realized it probably wasn't the makeup that caused me to start breaking out in the first place. It's probably just like, I don't know, hormonal or something. So on the places that are really bad, I put the cream foundation and the concealer. Now on the places that are pretty bad but not as bad, I'm just going to use the cream. Oh, it's such a disaster. It melted in Spain. Now I'm going to use my finger, and where I had the concealer and the foundation, I'm just blending it out lightly. And even if your skin is raised, like, I know that no matter how much makeup you put on, it could feel like it doesn't matter because you just don't feel good about how your makeup looks. And that's normal. You know, moisturize properly before doing your makeup. Even when your skin is raised, you will always feel like it looks slightly better. See, even with the concealer, it's still there. Like, I just don't understand why. Like, why? So I'm gonna use a touch more concealer just in that one spot. When I first started getting acne, my forehead was the main place where it was, and it was just a really bad time. I don't really have many pictures from that time of my life. So for my forehead, I don't really use the same technique, only because it's not as bad. So to kind of offset the balance between me caking the bottom, I don't really cake the top too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put my contour at the top of my forehead. And now my contour stick, I'm going to actually put it everywhere, and I'm putting the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It's not a foundation, it's like that, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like a tint. So I'm just gonna place that on top of where I put the dark color. This is an amazing product, and it is one of the key parts of my routine. So having some sort of tinted foundation, even though you have really bad acne scarring, is amazing. You can actually put this first. Sometimes I do put this first and then do the concealer on top and then do more layers, but I just didn't. I'm trying to not look cakey. That's the whole purpose of this video. And I'm using a beauty blender just to blend it all out. So what you're gonna notice now is, even though I did all of that concealer and all of that, a lot of it is going to disappear when you use the beauty blender, which is just part of the process. But you can see that even though we have lots of makeup on, it's not looking cakey. We have the oil underneath, everything's looking very dewy, very glowy, and that's what we're going for. I'm now using the NARS, what is this, Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the color Moria. This used to match me, but it doesn't anymore. Now it's like way too light, I don't know. Or maybe it just never matched me and I've always been delusional. Oh, got foundation on my top, that's nice. It's done. But thankfully I have another one, so how do I open this? Voila. Well, I don't think I really need it yet. We'll keep it at the side just in case and see. So I'm just adding this soft matte foundation. So this is our second step after doing the blending everything together. Now I'm using a matte foundation because now that everything is all glowy and dewy, we're gonna go on top with something matte, which is going to kind of recover everything back up, if that makes sense. Just trust the process. And of course, we're going back to this again for the forehead. So you do have to use a lot more product when you have bad acne scarring, because the worst thing is when you put on makeup, you blot it or something because you're oily, and then you can see the scarring showing through the makeup. Now I'm gonna go in with my setting powder. I still haven't gotten the Laurier, what is it called? The Laura Mercier one that everyone's talking about. I'm still using the CoverGirl, and it's the Clean Professional in translucent medium. Take a little bit inside of the cover and set my entire face. So we have done layer 1. For under eyes, you might, if you used your finger like I did, just go over it again before you set under your eyes, just so it's smooth. Whew, really is tiring. Like, this is hard work trying to look flawless. Now I'm gonna go back in with my cream foundation. So it doesn't have to be MAC, just any cream foundation you have. And I'm going to be going over those spots again that just don't blend that just don't cover properly. And if you're watching this video at home and you're thinking, wow, like my skin's not looking like that, I just want to show you up close. It's not perfect. Still got texture on my skin. I don't know if you'll be able to tell once I upload on Raggedy YouTube. So now I'm going to use my finger, just lightly dab over and kind of blend it out so it blends into the rest of your face. Now, next step. I know a lot of people don't like to contour, but you need to kind of offset people noticing, like the first thing they notice is just one big face of powder or something. So you contour, go a little bit higher than your cheekbone because you don't want to drag your face down. I contour my forehead a lot. I'm gonna take this, blend it out. Oh, I almost forgot an important step. So for the last time, I'm gonna be using the Hollywood Flawless filter thing just above my cheekbones. We're gonna blend that in with the contour, and I'm using the Rare Beauty blush, her liquid blush in the color Joy. It's just a really nice peachy color, which I think is really good for summer. But just blend everything together. And it will now give you this like sheen look, very glossy, very natural looking. Sometimes I forget that I put contour here and I'll literally just walk around with like a brown strip. So when you use these products, the good thing is you can still set on top with a powder because they are so dewy that they actually come through the makeup later on. So if you want to keep that dewy look, you don't have to worry, it's not going to disappear forever. But if it does, I am not liable. I'm going to take my setting powder. I'm setting my entire forehead. I really like a mattified face these days, just because I get so oily and then my makeup breaks. So I try to keep it matte like as long as possible. That is something that I've realized really helps. And just put lots and lots of setting powder over the places that the makeup disappears from fastest. So for me, it was right here and here. So you can even see, like on camera and even in person, I am wearing so much makeup. We did so many layers, but I do not look cakey at all. I'm using this lip gloss. It's so dirty, I don't even want to show you guys. It's called Cosa Sport. It's just a natural like lip gloss tint. It's a hyaluronic lip balm. I don't know what that means, but it's in the color Pulse. And I'm gonna use my beloved lip liner in the color Bite Me by Morphe. Probably should have done this first. I hate when under my eyes have like that, you see the line? Okay, better. I'm gonna show you guys a side by side of my face before compared to right now. But this is my completed look. As you can see, I've successfully covered all of my acne scarring without looking super cakey. You can obviously tell I'm wearing makeup, and hopefully this video really helped you guys if you're struggling with this same issue. And I hope you know that no matter what, you are still beautiful. And to those of you who don't even wear makeup and just go out with your acne scarring barefaced, like, I wish I could do that. I really, really do, because it would save me a lot of time. Because trust me, it's not easy having to go through this all the time. Hopefully this video helped some of you who struggle with the same issue as I do. And if you liked this video, please go ahead and hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.